What do you see in Europe? Because I mean, you invest mostly in the UK, mostly European companies. What do you see for Europe over the next few years?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could take the more negative view, like which sometimes you hear, like that Europe's still a bit too small, irrelevant, in the middle, between the US and China, etc. But I think, yeah, I'm definitely not of this view. Like there's still a lot of catch up to do for sure, and more to do. But when you see again, when you look at the past, decades and past 15 years, past 10 years, like where we were, I think the ecosystem has boomed a lot for sure, like London and other cities like Paris, Berlin, etc., the Nordics. I mean, just all
Mhm.
over Europe also. Like, I think it's exciting to see how it's grown and number of companies we have now. So the new generation, the ambition they have now to build, big companies, to go big,
Mhm.
to have global ambition. I think we didn't have that like this like 10 years ago. It's much more widespread. So, and we shouldn't also forget our fundamental. I think we have a lot of strengths. Like we like also maybe shooting ourselves in the foot, or just blaming ourselves, like in a way, I guess, back to the again salesy type. Like we're definitely not salesy like Americans can be, etc. But I think we have a lot of strengths. We shouldn't
Mhm.
forget, like Americans with the same type of strengths would be shouting much more. So in terms of the talent, the education systems, we have a different countries, and great universities, great talent, lots of great companies also in very small traditional sectors that are global leaders in their own space and industry. That being said, yeah, tech, it's been hard, of course, to scale very large or to maintain them also independent. We obviously don't have any trillion or even hundred of billions. We have maybe a few like SAP, etc., but like not many compared to what you have in the US. So there's more to do, but hopefully we're catching up. I think again, when you see the amounts of funds being deployed, number of startups scaling, and I think it's hopefully convincing them also to stay over time, but also to remain independent and not being acquired
Mhm.
by some of the bigger kind of US guys will be quite key for that, for which we need to develop also more like the late stage, I think, capital market, which, like you said, like some funds now being raised, and more like, very big funds. I think Carlyle launched the first kind of a European kind of tech fund, and others too.
Mhm.
So it's interesting to see that, they clearly see also an opportunity here, and there's more to do. Yeah, it's time that are moving fast, but I see still, hopefully space between also the US and China. And the US also has been struggling with their own things in at some level. I do think, being a bit controversial, that they've peaked in some way. I mean, clearly on the tech side, still have incredible companies, but in terms of the attractivity that they have in the world, I think that they've passed also that peak generally as a country. So I think, yeah, the Europe still has a lot of things to go for, and yeah, we should also be proud of it. Obviously, there's a lot of work to do, but yeah, I'm bullish on Europe.